Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to Bally's Las Vegas as we have a big night of action coming away, and it's all brought to you by Main Events in association with Bally's Las Vegas and Budweiser, the undisputed, undefeated king of beers. At this time, we present one of our featured attractions scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. It is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, supervisor at ringside, Craig Hubble, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Introducing to you our judges scoring this bout from ringside, Carol Castellano, Dave Moretti, and Al Siciliano. Presenting to you our referee in charge of this bout. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Kenny Bayless. Right, fans, here we go with the vacant WBC Continental America's welterweight championship scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Presenting to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing blue trunks with white trim and hailing from New Bedford, Massachusetts. He weighed in at the welterweight limit of 147 pounds even. His record stands at 30 wins, 6 losses, 13 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Ray Sucra Oliveira. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing light blue trunks with black trim, hailing from and representing Atlanta, Georgia. He weighed in at a trim and ready 145 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with 22 wins, no losses, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated Vernon Forrest. And once again, Kenny Bayless, our referee in charge.
Fellas, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution to obey my commands at all times. Keep the fight clean.
Let's take a look at the rules for tonight's WBC Continental America's Championship bout under the unified professional rules. No 3 knockdown, no standing 8. Cannot be saved by the bell. Only the referee may stop the bout. Accidental foul, they'll go to the scorecards after 4 rounds. 29-year-old Ray Oliveira from New Bedford, Massachusetts, on August the 5th of this year, lost a 12-round decision to Reggie Green for Oliveira's NABF Junior Welterweight Championship. And round number 1 is underway. Oliveira in the dark blue, and Vernon Forrest, although hailing from Georgia, fighting out of Atlanta, born in Augusta, loves the University of North Carolina. He has the Carolina Sky Blue on. There you look at the knockout ratio. Oliveira has never been knocked out, and Forrest, of course, undefeated. And you see his ratio at 82%. Vernon Forrest has 11 first-round knockouts in his 22 professional bouts. That's 50% of his bouts ending with first-round knockout wins.
Oliveira comes in here off that loss to Reggie Green. You mentioned it was a very close fight, disputed as far as he was concerned. And ironically, it followed a very important win for him over Charles Murray, the former junior welterweight champion. So people thought Oliveira was racing off to yet another title shot, and instead he was derailed by Reggie Green, but a good opportunity for him tonight.
Yeah, Oliveira told us yesterday at the weigh-in that he was not mentally healthy for that fight against Green. A lot of things were happening in his personal life. He says for tonight's fight, he is of sound mind and body, and he expects a very good performance. When you look at experience between these two, obviously Oliveira with 14 more bouts professionally, he says no, that did not hurt. Forrest has 73 rounds as a professional under his belt. Oliveira 254.
Vernon Forrest, expect him to come out quick, which he is. He's having an excellent first round. He would like to get this fight over quicker. His fight averaged 3.3 rounds, whereas Oliveira, much more used to going a longer distance. His fights average 7.1 rounds. Ray has a lot more experience going into the later portions of fights.
Thunderous shots from Forrest. He says, though, he'll remain patient. Says he saw Oliveira fight Murray and Jake Rodriguez. Oliveira losing to Jake Rodriguez in 1994 for the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship in a 12-round bout. And he knows that Oliveira is very tough.
Oliveira also had another title shot against Zach Padilla for the WBO junior welterweight title. And as we go on, we'll tell you more about that fight. It was one of the most extraordinary we have ever had here on ESPN.
Yeah, you know, we give you those punch numbers kept by CompuBox. Well, in that bout, records were set, and we will tell you more about that a bit later on.
Don't hold him down. Don't hold him down.
Nice round one for Vernon Forrest, and he has kept his composure. Oh, big right uppercut. Maybe that hurt Oliveira.
It did. Let's see if Forrest can finish him off. Remember, cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and Oliveira desperately trying to get that bell. There it is, round number one to an end. Vernon Forrest back to his corner. Lou Duva there, along with Ronnie Shields and Ray Oliveira. A rough ending to round one.
Deep breath. That was his stomach, right? Okay, then that's what I want to hear. Now listen, baby. If you come out now because you think he's got you hurt, just where you got to be on your toes. Are you listening to me? Yep. I want you to fire back. I want you to start countering back, baby. Your head didn't get off and you're doing nothing. Yep. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Yes, I am. All right, now. Let's answer. Each time he hits you, let's answer with 2 or 3 punches. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Yep. And he doesn't like it to the body. He don't like it to the body. That's not.
All right, here's where Vernon Forrest, with this right uppercut, got Ray Oliveira in trouble. They said he thinks he has you hurt. Hey, maybe he did. And then Forrest followed up on that with these power shots. And did have Oliveira reeling. There's the uppercut again, which sends the veteran back. That's why Vernon Forrest has 11 first-round knockouts. Over 50% of his fights have ended at that point.
Round number 2 underway in the scheduled 12-round bout for the WBC Continental Americas Welterweight Championship. Ray Oliveira and Vernon Forrest. Take a look at the numbers in round 1.
And among those punches, what is intriguing is the fact that Oliveira only landed 3 of 22 jabs. The jab is a very important weapon for Oliveira, and you can see he's not using it well, and it's not keeping the power punching Vernon Forrest off him. You
know, it's funny. Oliveira's corner told him in between rounds 1 and 2, in case you did not hear it clearly, go to Forrest's body. He does not like that. And ironically, it's Forrest who comes out to start round 1 with body work.
Ray Oliveira has been a slow starter before, and you should not be lulled into a feeling that he's out of a fight, because we've seen him come back many, many times. We alluded to the fight with Zach Padilla, in which they set the record, the 13.5-year record for total punches thrown in CompuBox history.
3,020 punches were thrown. Padilla threw 1,596. Oliveira 1,427. In the 7th round of that bout, Oliveira threw 185 punches. In the 12th round, Padilla threw 207 punches.
So you know Ray Oliveira is a busy fighter. That number of punches in round 7 is more than some heavyweights have thrown in a whole fight, I think.
And Oliveira has never been knocked out. Vernon Forrest, a member of the 1992 United States Olympic boxing team, did not win a medal, had food poisoning in Barcelona. Evander Holyfield was there to root him on. Forrest works out of Holyfield's gym in the Atlanta area. They are very close. Evander counsels him.
Oliveira now starting to use that jab in earnest and giving just a little bit more movement to Vernon Forrest, and just that amount of movement has made it a little less, not so easy for Vernon Forrest to land his shots.
Spacious ring tonight here at Bally's in Las Vegas. It is 21 feet by 21 feet inside the ropes. A very firm ring mat.
I think there's no question that Ray Oliveira feels if he can just get through these first 2, 4, 5 rounds, that he'll find out what young Vernon Forrest is about as we head into rounds 5, 6, and the rest of it.
Final 10 seconds of round 2. Vernon Forrest and Ray Oliveira. Hope you're enjoying it tonight on ESPN's Championship Boxing. Welcome back to Bally's in Las Vegas. Bob Papa along with Al Bernstein. Vernon Forrest and Ray Oliveira begin round number 3 in the scheduled 12-round WBC Continental Americas Welterweight Championship bout. Take a look at some numbers from round 2.
much closer, and that was because Oliveira started getting his jab in and making some other things happen as well.
There have been no knockdowns in this bout, although at the very end of round number 1, an uppercut by Forrest had Oliveira rocking and rolling, but he did not go down. Well, we had a chance to sit down with both boxers yesterday at the weigh-in and get their perspective on the keys to victory, starting with Vernon Forrest.
Jab, control the tempo of the fight. I'm not, you know, he's a aggressive fighter, and he's a fighter that's like to throw a lot of punches. I'm not that type of fighter. I'm not going to go in there looking to throw a lot of punches. That's just not my style. You know, my style is power. You know, so he's going to match his, you know, his speed with my power. And I think that what makes that fight an attractive fight.
The key, I think, really, just for me, go down to his body, which I love.